a Firefly continuation, and soft reboot. How did the fans react to this exclusive news from this channel? Welcome to the Tachyon Pulse podcast, part of the scitrek family.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.
How did the fans react to this news that Disney have potentially hijacked this Universal deal and are instead looking at a mini-series that would include Nathan Fillion, Summer Glau, etc. And then plans basically, if that was popular, which let's be honest, it will be, for a soft reboot of the franchise and for Firefly to soar again? Well, the fans generally, and you can check the comments, the video is linked in the description, basically went, oh God, no, please no, Disney, please God, no. And that was repeated multiple times in the comments. Now, I can kind of see why a lot of people would consider that. Disney have, let's say, butchered a few franchises in recent years. A lot of people that are big Star Wars fans are not happy with the way Disney have dealt with a lot of very big decisions around canon, etc., when it comes to the Star Wars franchise. Personally, I've liked some of it, I've disliked other bits, but generally Lucasfilm have done some really nice things. I really did enjoy Andor. I have a topsy-turvy relationship with Mandalorian, but generally speaking, it's been alright. Skeleton Crew recently was pretty good. There has been other issues, basically, though, with remakes that Disney have done. And a lot of people that get very angry and use the word woke a lot have pointed out that race-swapping characters like, The Little Mermaid is a little bit odd and unnecessary. And that DEI and all of this sort of things, when they're coming to sort of casting a lot of characters, is making it difficult to enjoy those movies. Now, I have absolutely no problem with equality and diversity. It does seem a little bit strange, though, when that's the first thing you mention. I have mentioned this before on the channel, but I'm going to come back to it because I found it so odd. When Chris Carter announced that he was trying to get a X-Files reboot done, he released a press statement. Literally, the first sentence within that press statement was, don't worry, this is going to be diverse. We're looking for a diverse cast. I get that, but why is it in the statement, and why is it in the first line of the statement? Surely it should be the sort of thing, yes, you do consider, but it shouldn't be the most important thing, i.e. first thing you think about when thinking about the cast. You should have an open mind and be open to a black character or a Chinese character or transgender character or whatever, but be looking for the right actor and the right person to fulfill the character you're hoping to actually have on screen. The point about having an open mind is that you don't close your mind to any possibility. It seems that Disney have closed their mind to the possibility of just doing something sort of expected. Instead, they almost seem to be trying to confuse and annoy the people that shout woke at things. Now, I've been hearing a lot of rumours coming out of Disney in the last basically 6 months or so, that actually they're very aware of this opinion from the fans, that a lot of them are increasingly frustrated at Disney as a corporation. And let's be honest, Disney have never had the best sort of business. They've always been considered slightly evil, a little bit. So they are aware of that. They're also aware that over the last few years, they have not done as well at the cinema as maybe they'd have liked. Even though in 2024 they were basically the highest grossing studio out of all of them. I think their earnings just topped over 4 billion. So they're aware of that. They also look at things like Marvel and She-Hulk. And basically what happened when they decided to go toe-to-toe with the people that do shout woke at things a lot. They lost. And the show was terrible. They made a big deal about going up against the Twitter brigade and all this sort of thing, and the wokeists, and it overtook 2 or 3 of the episodes at least. It completely overtook one episode. The one episode was just about mocking people that shout woke at things, but they also, at the same time, mocked people that like comic books. Seemed like a sensible plan. So for a comic book series on Marvel, so Disney, I'm being told, did see that, and basically in the last 6 months or so, and maybe the political swing in the United States has maybe also pushed this decision. But the basic decision is to move away from DEI and woke ideology and all this sort of thing, and to try to move more towards something that will cause less controversy, let's say. The problem is that the entertainment business generally takes years to, swing a ship like that, and we're going to be seeing projects probably for the next 2 years or so that were conceived, maybe even filmed, written and produced, whatever, under the old ideology, if Disney really are going to be committed to swinging the other way. I don't think we're going to be seeing anything, dramatic, but I think we will see less decisions that have caused some controversy, like, replacing certain actors, gender swapping, race swapping, etc. I think we'll see a little bit less of that, and maybe seeing some more expected casting. My concern, though, isn't really around Disney, because if Disney do this, it will be very much under Nathan Fillion's guidance. He is a big star in television right now. He has, through The Rookies, executive producer and the main man for one of the biggest shows over on that network, owned by Disney. He does have a lot of influence on this. And basically, whatever he goes into and whatever he says, I actually think Disney will pretty much have to agree to it. So, I think they will bring in Joss Whedon. I think they will bring in Tim Minear. I'm told that that's already sort of like planned. I think they will bring back any actors. I hear he wants to bring back Alan Tudyk. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'll come back to that in a second. And I think they will bring back other actors, and I think Disney will basically do it. The main thing is, though, I really think that the executives over at Disney will have very little influence on this project, because the way I see it happening is that it'll be Nathan Fillion's way or the highway, basically, in that he will want to do something, remembering this is a project he absolutely adores, but he will want to do something that's really true to the original series. And I can't see him allowing Disney to really enforce anything on him that he didn't want. I imagine it'll be written into the contract, and that they won't be able to do a damn thing about it. On the basically Joss Whedon and the Disney thing with canon, though, the one thing they could do, and the one thing that was mentioned a couple of times in the comments for the video that I mentioned, is that you could bring Alan Tudyk back and wash back the character if you ignore the events of the movie. Now, that could basically work. If you my thinking is basically you say, look, it's a Universal movie, it's not a Disney movie, we didn't do it. Obviously Fox did the original series, Fox didn't do the movie, so it doesn't count. The one thing about Disney over the last few years, and this is the Star Wars point, they've shown they're not that bothered about canon and things like that. And if Nathan Fillion wanted to do that, I could actually see Disney going, yeah, okay, and not really being bothered. So, that might be one benefit of Disney having some, let's say, loose moral judgment over the last few years. You never know. Fingers crossed. But anyway, guys, what do you think? Is Disney as big a problem as you think it is? After, you've listened to me waffle on for 11 minutes. Wow. Or do you think, no, they've never learned their lesson, they're never going to learn their lesson, and if they do this, they will force this crap on Nathan, and we will end up getting a shit show? Get into the comments and tell me exactly what you think. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out. You'll never miss any of our new videos. You can also now become a channel member, where you get to see the videos a few hours before everybody else. So please, that also really supports the channel. You can also finally go over to patreon.com/scitrek, where most of our new videos do premiere first, and you again get to see them without the adverts. Happy days. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.